Hello everyone and happy Friday. I know what day it is today. So that means I'm either getting better at this whole quarantine thing or I don't know, I just realized it was Friday, I guess. I don't know that I'm getting better at this whole quarantine thing, but anyway, happy Friday and welcome to Laura's Daily Dose of Stamping Therapy. So we have more Christmas cards to make because those are the kits that I have. I am almost out of kits. I think I have like 3 or 4, and then I will be all cleaned up on those. But that's kind of what I said last week, and I still had enough to get through this week. So have no fear. We'll still be stamping next week. While we're still in quarantine, I will still be stamping with you. So this one is a fun little gatefold. Isn't that super cute? And our like center focus piece is just going to overlap half of it so that it still opens up. Don't worry, I got more adhesive. Last night I ran out and I made sure to get more, and this is a new roll, so it should last us, you know, a while. Probably next like Wednesday or so I'll probably run out again, but I have another new roll over there. So now we're just going to add this to half of our card. So the one thing that we want to make sure that we do is that we only add adhesive to half of it and that we're adding it to the right half. Or I guess it's technically the wrong half, the left half. So I'm just going to do 3 little strips of, and I almost said bacon. What's on my mind today? Obviously bacon. 3 strips of adhesive. I'm officially losing my mind, I think, and hopefully... Oh, there's a little bit of adhesive there, so I'm just going to press that down and just run my finger along there, rubbing off any of that extra adhesive. And it kind of like goes into a little like gummy ball, and that's okay. So no worries there, no adhesive left. Yay! So here we have that fabulous card. And then now we're going to do a little bit of fussy cutting. This uses that Rose Wonder Designer Series paper. And I'm just going to cut out a portion of this rose because it's just going to go like on the half of it. So I'm going to try to pick the easiest part to cut out. I might actually cut some of these berries off because I just don't know that I'm going to be able to cut around these berries. And I'm doing like a loose cut. Like I'm not cutting really close to it. I'm just kind of rounding it off and swerving around and not going like super tight to it. So if you're just joining in, give me a shout out, say hello. I'd like to say hello back, but I need to see that you're on and that you're watching. And these berries are definitely getting cut off because I'm not going around each of those. So it's just kind of like a rough cut around all of these. Do you guys like fussy cutting or not? Let me know if you enjoy it or if you're not a fan of fussy cutting and want a die cut or a punch for everything. The one bad thing about cutting this is that I'm pretty much cutting off all the gold dots. So you can see all these fabulous gold dots, and I'm pretty much cutting all of them off because they're just like a background image for all of this. I'll keep these berries because they're kind of easy. Those other ones were just too crazy to keep. But again, I'm just kind of doing a rough trim. So there we go. And I'm just going to put this, you know, I might actually not cut it off. So like the original kind of had like where it was cut off and you could only see like half of it. And so it was cut like that, and then the greeting, which is really pretty, but since I went ahead and cut that whole thing, and I'm not a huge fan of fussy cutting, I think I'm just going to put the whole thing on there and leave it at that. So we're going to mostly stick our adhesive towards like the center because all those little areas were like falling off. So as long as it's still in the card, I'm cool with it. And there we have that. And I'm just going to put the greeting up in that little corner. And the greeting goes on this little guy. And let's see. Do we want to do May this Christmas fill your heart with warmth and love, or wishing you the gifts of the season, peace and joy? I'm going to do the May the Christmas gift love fill your heart with warmth and joy. What? That was like a half of both of the two. Yeah, I'm going with this greeting. So yeah, if you're just joining in, welcome to the chaos where I can't read. So give me a shout out if you're just joining in so that I can say hello. So I just stamped that in cherry cobbler, which my cherry cobbler needs to be re-inked because it's really light, but it's okay. I'm going to keep it because it still has that like light look, which matches with the berries a little bit. So it's all good. Dimensionals. My dimensionals are always hiding. Hey, Valerie, welcome. Happy Friday. As always, we talk about the weather in the area and what's for supper. So feel free to share on either accounts. The sun is shining so bright here in central, southern Illinois-ish. But it's pretty chilly out. I'm not going to lie. It's pretty chilly. I wish it was 80 degrees still. Okay, so there is the greeting. And then now I just have a little bit of this gold ribbon, and I'm going to tie it into a bow and then stick it down in the corner with some mini glue dots. Hey Beth, welcome. Tilapia, baked potato, and spinach. You know, that's one thing during this Lenten season that I don't know that I ever had, was having tilapia, but a lot of times I do get that. I have done a lot of shrimp though. So that's what I'm having, is a shrimp calzone for supper. We're kind of crazy and we have calzones every single Friday. And so I'm kind of excited to go back to some chicken calzones just to mix it up, since I've done shrimp for the past 5 weeks, I think it is. Okay, so this little bow is just going to go down here in the corner, and I'm going to trim the tails so they're not too crazy. There we go. Oh, we still have our inside. So the inside, I'm going to stamp the big Merry Christmas because I absolutely love it. It's got this gorgeous scrolly font. And if you know me, you know I love a good scrolly font. So I'm going to stamp that one, though, in Mossy Meadow. it still absolutely boggles my mind that I am stamping Christmas cards in April. Like, I don't know that that has ever happened in my 16 years of stamping. Which, how crazy is that? It's like, I think it's like April, it's in the teens. April 16th, April 19th, something like that is my Stampin' Up! Anniversary. And it will be 16 years. That is absolutely crazy. It blows my mind. We'll have to do something special on that day. Normally I do something special for my anniversary. Of course, last year it was 15, so it was kind of exciting. Now it's like nothing's exciting until we get to 20. But that doesn't mean that we can't still celebrate. So usually I pick out one of my videos that I do on... I don't know what that is from. I'm going to save it, though, before I toss it. Normally, I post on my YouTube channel the number of years. So it would be 16. Hi, Cindy. Welcome. So 16 of my favorite items right now. So I do need to start picking those out. You can always guess them if you want, or remind me of which ones are my favorites. Because, like, I've totally done the video before, and then as I'm, like, editing the video, I'm like, really? I didn't pick that? That's one of my favorites, though. So, yeah, it's just too hard to try to come up with a limited number of favorite items because there are so many. Although, the more years I'm stamping, the more items I get to pick. So it makes it a little bit easier. Whenever it's been like 100 years, then I'll be able to pick like almost everything. And that will be fabulous. So this one I'm doing different because I don't remember what it looked like. And the pieces are kind of random. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of wing it and build something together. I do know that it uses this stamp set. And so I have to try to get this little guy onto this punched piece already. So I normally don't suggest punching first and then stamping because it's really hard to try to line it up. But we're going to do it today and try it since I already have the pieces pre-done. It's off. I'm just wondering if it's off enough to really care. I think it is, so I'm just going to go get the punch and redo it. So it's this punch here, and I'm just going to grab a piece of scrap white. Should fit on that one. And then now we can line it up. So normally I always do it like that, where I stamp first and then I punch. But again, with these kits, then, you know, the pieces are already kind of done. So I just wing it, and if it works, great. If not, I can redo it. I could have always tried on the back side, I guess, too. I don't know why I didn't think of that. So that one's going to go there, and that one's going to go there. And I have these little copper sprigs. And then my greeting is going to go on this one. So let's see what we would like to use. We're going to go with the Deck the Halls. And hopefully I get it on there good. So if you're just jumping on, then say hello. Of course, if you're watching the replay, definitely still comment below and say hello. I do go back through the comments and everything on my videos and check them out and stuff. So even if you're watching the replay, still give me a shout out and everything because I love to hear from you guys. And feel free to answer any of the questions going along. So we always ask what everybody's having for supper. Or you can always share your weather if you're not here in Illinois, because I always find it fascinating how, like, we're all here, but our weather is so crazy in all the different places. So feel free to share your weather. We're going to add this one with some Stampin' Dimensionals just to pop it up a little bit and give the card some texture. And because I love dimensionals, and then because I really should have put this behind the ornament, I think, and I didn't, I'm just going to add this like peeking out of the greeting. So it just adds just a little bit more copper, a little bit more shine up in that corner, although I want it to go in that corner. Not that a circle really has a corner, but that reminds me of a movie where they're eating snake, and the guy says, "So, what part of the snake are we eating?" And they say, "Snakes don't really have parts, but if I had to guess, I would say it's the knee." I love that. I can't even think of what movie that is, but if you know, let me know in the comments, and I will try to look it up or ask my husband, and if you get it right, I'll send you something. Okay, so I feel like this needs something else, but I'm not really sure what it needs to be assembled, that's for sure. So my husband just whispered it from the other room, so I do know what movie it's from now, which makes me want to watch it now. Hi, Carolyn. Welcome. So there it is. I feel like it's a little like naked up here in the corner, so I'm going to find some copper gems because that's what I think it needs. So let's see what we got here. Ooh, we could also do these. I think I'm going to do these instead. These fun little things. Maybe not. What do you guys think? Should I use those or do I need copper because the copper is going to like make it pop some more? Or I have these fabulous ones. These are like, they're called gilded gems, but they're kind of goldish. So do we want to do those or those? Gilded gems or peacock gems? I don't know. So let me know in the comments which one it should be, and that is the one that I will pick. Hi, Laura. Or, hi, Laura. I'm just reading it out loud. Hey, Donna. How are you? Wow, this is going to be a long day. I'm glad I'm not doing my videoing of my class today because I don't know that I would get through it. It did take me 2 takes to do the intro yesterday, and I didn't think it was going to go well, but I ended up nailing the other can see that next week. I'm so excited. It's a Mother's Day class, and it's going to be fabulous. Of course, if you'd like to check out the 2 virtual classes that I have right now, you can check those out at laurastamppad.com and then click on Laura's virtual classes. I have 2 of them. One of them is the Under My Umbrella stamp set. So it is the April Showers Bring May Flowers. And then the other one is the Ornate Garden class. So you can check those out. Again, you guys still need to let me know the gilded gems up here in the corner? Or should I do the peacock gems? I'm really thinking gilded because I almost feel like you can't even see those. So let me know which one. These pieces, I'm not really sure where they went on that card from the kit. So they're going to go in the scrap bin. And now I'm going to pull out, I actually like kind of started this one / almost finished it. So I think it goes something like this, because again, I don't have the sample for this one. So I'm going to use the Under My Umbrella stamp set, which is what that first class that I talked about is. And I'm just going to stamp a greeting on one of the circles. And, oh, I've got so many ideas. I'm so excited. I'm going to change this up to completely something totally different. And it's going to be fabulous. So, I am going to stamp some of the raindrops on the background of this Flirty Flamingo. So, I'm going to stamp them Flirty Flamingo cards, or ink, onto Flirty Flamingo cardstock. So, it's just going to give that, like, subtle background. I need to make sure my raindrops are dropping and not flying up. So just a few little raindrops here and there. Let me know if you're just jumping on. Let me know what you're having for supper tonight, because that's the question of the day every day on Daily Dose of Stamping Therapy. And inspire us to cook something different, perhaps. I need a piece of scrap paper so that I can stamp off the edge of this. Since I decided to like pre-assemble it. I don't know why. And then I am going to stamp using Lovely Lipstick. And the greeting that I'm going to go with is Life's showers bring love's flowers. How cute is that? So I'm just going to stamp that slightly up into the corner of the circle, even though circles don't have corners, because I'm going to overlap the other one, and the other one is going to have flowers all over it. If you're just jumping on, welcome. Give me a shout out. If you're dying to see more of me, then you can always check out my blog, laurastamppad.com. You can also check out my YouTube channel, Laura's Stamp Pad. Or if you've missed any of the other Daily Dose of Stamping Therapies from the past 3 weeks now, then you can check those out here on Facebook. I'm not so sure I like those flowers as much as I originally thought, but I think I might add some gems to the center to foof it up a little bit more. So the big circle I'm actually going to add flat, and then I'll pop up the other circle that overlaps it. Oh, I said I was going to pop it up. Where's my dimensionals? Buried again. Okay, so since I have all my jewels and gems right here with me, we are going to use, ooh, I think I'm going to use these fabulous pink ones in the peacock set. I love pink. And I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool so that I can just pop them on. And why not, let's add 4. Totally different than the original that I had, but that's okay because mixing it up makes it more fun. You never know what you're going to come up with. So we have, okay, and then I'm adding the Gilded Gems to this one. So I'm just going to add, I think I'm going to add 1 of every size. Ooh, and then that one went flying. Oh, here it is. So that one, that one. So we made this fabulous card. This one. And this fun gatefold. Super, super cute. Okay, so that is everything for today's daily dose of stamping therapy. Like I said, I just have like a few kits left to do for next week. So, so definitely tune in. Either way, I will be here, whether I'm stamping a new project or one of these leftover kits or talking about something else. I did have a request after last night's video from someone, so I am working on getting that request together. So if you have any other requests of something that you would like to see, whether it be a certain stamp set or a certain product that you want to see me use or offer tips and tricks on, if there's anything else like my organization in my stamp room or anything else that you guys want to see, or a Q&A, we could do something like that. You guys could learn a little bit more about me and my craziness. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you would like to see on a daily dose of stamping therapy, because after all, we're all here for some stamping therapy. We don't always have to stamp though. So yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy. Happy Easter to all of you guys. I hope you have a wonderful holiday. Love, hugs, and prayers to everyone, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.